What is the current situation in Nashik at the moment?
Well, we exactly do not know that how many patients exactly were on the ventilator, but yes, about 22 people, in fact, lost their life, but most of them were on ventilator support because, when the oxygen supply was cut down, that's when the oxygen, people who were on ventilator, their condition deteriorated as against the people who were on oxygen support. But people who were on ventilator, that is what is being said that those who were on ventilator, they would be losing their lives, and that's what exactly has happened. Like as many as 22 people have lost their lives in this incident, and most of them were on ventilator support. And as I was mentioning, 150 people were on oxygen plus ventilator. So total there were 150 COVID patients who were on oxygen and ventilator support, and out of which about 22 people who lost their lives most of them were on ventilators.
Purva, also, do we know if the oxygen leak has been plugged yet?
The fire brigade was working on it, and from what we understand is that it is almost, the leakage is kind of plugged right now, but the leakage is stopped. In fact, even the oxygen support in the hospital, they are trying to restore the hospital oxygen support in the hospital currently.
Also, I'm told the Maharashtra Health Minister Rajesh Tope has said that he's promised the government will look into the matter. Any other voices from Maharashtra currently on this?
Right now, see, at this time, what the collector and the local district administration is saying is that a proper investigation will, follow in this entire matter, because whether to ascertain whether it was a human error, what kind of human error was it, and whoever is responsible action will be taken against them. That this is what the local administrator has, in fact, is been saying, that a proper thorough investigation will come into this matter. And Rajesh Tope, the health minister, has also said that they will, make sure that the administration looks into this matter as well. And whoever is responsible into this, the action will be taken against them. But the exact cause of what exactly happened, how this leak happened, even on preliminary basis, that is not yet known. That is a part of an investigation which the fire brigade and the police will be doing very shortly. But right now, what is important is saving those lives who were in that hospital. And this is the priority for the local administration, and an investigation will follow later.
Thank you, Purva. Please stay with us. I'd just like to recap for our viewers. According to my colleague Purva Chitnis's latest update, 22 COVID-19 patients died today due to lack of oxygen. The Nashik direct collector has also said after an oxygen tanker leaked outside a hospital in the Maharashtra city, causing oxygen supply to be halted for around 30 minutes. Now, all the victims were on ventilators and in need of constant oxygen supply. Just to remind you, the incident occurred at the city's Zakir Hussain hospital, which is a COVID-dedicated facility, and around 150 patients were either oxygen-dependent or on ventilators. Also, we have Dr. Shashank Joshi, who is a member of the COVID-19 task force in Maharashtra, joining us on the phone line. Sir, absolutely deplorable scenes, as we can see on the visuals on our screen. What can you tell us at the moment?
It is very sad and tragic. We have having the shortage of oxygen, and we have to ensure. In fact, just a couple of weeks back, the government had issued an advisory for fire safety audits, and with the temperatures soaring very high, around nearing 40 and 45, it is going to be very imperative to have fire safety audits across India, because oxygen is in short supply and COVID is at its peak, and it's very, very tragic, and my heart goes out. But we'll have to have our fire safety audits in place so that we avoid future incidents. But this is extremely tragic and unfortunate.
Sure, Dr. Joshi, but I'd just like to ask, I'm sure there's an SOP in place, right, for these things, for oxygen leakages to be contained. Do we know whether this hospital followed the SOP?
That's I think that is the government authorities will investigate and look into that. I wouldn't have any idea of that. But it's very tragic to see this. And I think we had some incidents last year, as you know, in a neonatal unit in the other part of Maharashtra. And that time a very strong SOP was put in place. And I hope that no violation of those SOPs were done here.
I'm hoping for the same, sir. I'm sure the rest of our country is hoping for the same as well. But the fact is that there seems to be that the SOPs are drawing up a bit of a question mark at the moment. While the details are not clear what caused this leakage, the SOPs remain a bit of a concern currently. Dr. Joshi, also, what is the current situation as far as the COVID tally is concerned in Maharashtra? Are we seeing a steady decline in cases and deaths?
I think we are stable. The Mumbai numbers are showing a small decline. So are Pune. Pune is still not showing a decline. But there is a plateauing effect which we are seeing in the last week. But we still are, the situation is very grim. And we still are in some geographies grappling with shortages of oxygen, etc. But the state government and central government both together are trying to do their best to ensure that every deserving case who needs oxygen gets it.